Welcome back to another Backpage Gaming video. Once again, we are coming at you with a player review. We've got Marcus Rashford this time. I'm joined by Robbie.
Hello there.
And he's going to be asking me a few questions about him, getting my opinions. I've used him for quite a few games now, and Rob, I've got to say, this guy has really, really impressed me so far.
Yeah, he looks like a fantastic player. It's another United boy. Obviously, Jack is a United fan. We reviewed Bruno yesterday. If you've not seen that, go check that out. But yeah, Jack, looks like a fantastic card. What were your first impressions of him?
Okay, so we've used a few strikers on the channel so far. We've used Haaland, we've used Milito. Milito, he's got a great toe on him. We've used Gabby Jesus. So I've kind of used a bit of a range, and bringing in Rashford was a breath of fresh air. He has got what Haaland was missing, that kind of that edge when it comes to having a good first touch, a bit more dribbling under his locker, feeling a bit less clunky. Rob, I've got to say, this guy is honestly the real deal. Definitely the best striker I've used so far.
Big praise.
And he's shooting, once again, 92 shot power. That's the most important stat that he's got, Rob. And we talk about it quite a lot. There's some stats that are just so much more important than others, and shot power is definitely one of the most important. I think this year maybe it's taken a bit of a step back in terms of being the most important, but I'd still say it's kind of on par with finishing. If you've got good finishing and amazing shot power,
that's good.
You're laughing.
Yeah, particularly with keepers this year as well. You need something special to beat them sometimes.
Yeah, and I've got to say Rashford actually did it a few times where I ended up spanking the ball that hard. He kind of the keeper would grab it, they'd drop it, or they'd touch it down, and he's a menace, this guy, Rob. Honestly, boys, my first impressions were sparkling. I was very impressed straight away with him.
So, I suppose, he's fast, isn't he, Rashford?
Yes.
But his pace split, you might look at it and be a bit nervous. Do you think you shouldn't be nervous? Does he feel fast?
He feels rapid, straight from the get-go.
Yeah.
Which I think is a really important thing this year, because there's a lot of over-the-top through balls that you want to touch down and then immediately be flying out of them, with good first touch and good pace.
Yeah.
I did use an engine on him, so it did actually increase his pace a bit more.
Okay, yeah.
I thought his shooting was probably good enough at this point in the game, where you don't really need to do anything to him.
Yeah.
And I was really happy with engine on him, mainly because it gives him a bit more balance. He's got we always talk about it, he's got a bit of a CR7 feel about his body type.
He's got that tall, unique body, hasn't he? Yeah.
He does. Sounds like
he's tall, dark, and handsome, if you will.
Sounds like you're liking the look of him, Rob. But
I am, yeah.
I thought I'd stick +10 balance on him just to make you feel a bit more.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that. It's 75 balance. Obviously, it's not the best, but again, it's with tall players on FIFA. For some reason, EA just give them shit balance. So I suppose could you notice that? Did he feel clunky at all, or?
No, genuinely, this guy, if you compare him to Haaland, they are worlds apart. I'd say, even comparing him to Gabriel Jesus, weirdly enough, he felt a lot better on the ball.
Okay.
I think.
Is that the normal?
Maybe not. Yeah, the normal one. Maybe not a lot better. Yeah. But he definitely felt better. Mainly because I think it's being tall. He's got a bit more about him, a bit more of a presence.
Yeah, it's the way he runs as well. It's hard to put your finger on it, but he just feels sort of like premium in a way. Yeah,
I think even though he's only an 85, he plays well above that. I'd say.
Yeah.
Not to take the piss, but he probably plays like an 89. I'm gonna say.
Okay, yeah.
If Bruno's an 80, not Bruno, sorry. If Haaland's an 88, I think Rashford's better than him. So he is a spectacular striker.
Okay.
I don't know if that's another one of your questions about position, but I would say he'd be wasted maybe out wide a little bit.
He's one of those, isn't it? I think if you've got a fantastic striker already, and need a winger, then he'd do a job. But if he is like your main man, you want him through the middle, don't you?
Oh, definitely. 5-star skills obviously isn't a huge deal this year as much as it has been in the past.
It's nice to have though. You're
it's
running
nice to have
and stuff like that.
And the scoop turn in general inside the box is still really powerful.
Yeah.
Like scoop turn into a low driven. He's got that option, but once again, Rob, it's similar to the Bruno Fernandes review. There's really not many downsides to this card.
I mean, they don't look like many, to be fair. I mean, 3-star weak foot gone down from last year. I'm guessing it's not really noticeable because I don't think it is this year. I don't know what your take on that is.
No, I'd agree with that. I don't think it matters what weak foot is this year at the minute on the current patch anyway.
Yeah.
Because people are scoring crazy finesse shots from about 500 yards out with the weak foot.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need to worry about it. Inside the box, I've used quite a few left-footed shots with him, and genuinely, it doesn't. I think this year, if you choose the right shot type, you're all going to be all right in terms of the ball going in the net or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
He's just a brilliant card. I think I've kind of been treated this year. Like United have got a lot of good cards, and it's really enjoyable to use them all. And yeah, there's genuinely nothing bad I've got to say about him. Rob, anything else that's a pressing concern upon your mind?
So obviously you got Bruno untradeable. We touched on that. If you saw the Bruno review, will Rashford be treated like an untradeable? Is he going to be sticking around?
It's a very good question.
It is.
I think for 90, he's about 90k on Xbox. He's about 130, give or take, on PlayStation. I don't know yet. At the minute, yes.
Right.
Simply because he's so much better than anyone else that I've used.
Yeah.
I think the only upgrade that I could get is one of the big boys. I don't think I'd go back to a heavy striker.
Yeah.
Even though I did actually quite like Haaland and Milito.
Would you try Sterling?
I don't know.
I'm using him at the minute, and I'm really enjoying him.
You see, Rashford's got what Sterling hasn't. He's got a bit of a presence about him in terms of he's got 75 strength, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I haven't used Sterling.
That's true. Chongus. That's true. He's got the wagon as well.
An absolute wagon on him. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to sell him. I've not got any intentions. I'd rather change the rest of the team before I change him and Bruno. I think he's like a top tier link for Bruno.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of good links himself as well, to be honest. But
speaking of links, why don't you take through the end card, mate?
Read my mind. So give him a 9 once again.
Okay.
Simply because I think I'm not quite ready to give that 10. I think I'm gonna have to try a Messi or a Neymar or a Ronaldo or somebody maybe to give out a 10 rating.
Yeah.
Because he still does miss the odd chance. He's only got 83 finishing. He's still gonna miss them.
Yeah.
Most of the time, 9 out of 10 times though he will bag. And genuinely like the week 4. I'm not going to give a 10 for nothing this year. I'm going to be a bit more strict with myself. I'm going to give myself a slap on the wrist. Value though is a 10. 90k for arguably one of the best attackers in the game. It's no brainer, mate.
Yeah, it is. Genuinely
a no brainer. Even if you're running a hybrid, it's so easy to get into a team like a 4-5-1.
Yeah.
Get Tellez or Shaw. Chem style. So there's a lot of there's a lot of discussion about what would be best for him. So I went for engine.
Okay.
And
it makes sense.
Looking at it now, I don't know whether maybe I should have put a finisher on him to get the finishing up to 98, which is nuts.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy.
But I wanted to get that acceleration up as well at the same time.
Yeah, and the balance a bit more as well.
The balance, I know I suppose it's one of those
swings and roundabouts. Whichever way you go is going to have his positives.
Yeah. I think another good choice would be Hawk as well, and to get him some more strength.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a bad choice. I don't think there's a wrong choice, I suppose, really. I think if you're using him on the wing, maybe put a Deadeye on him.
Yeah.
Just to get that passing up. There's, like Rob's just said, there's not a wrong choice.
Yeah.
Even Hunter on him, to be fair, maxes out his pace almost. And,
yeah.
I don't know. I think, for me, I wanted him to feel really responsive, so that's why I went for engine.
Yeah, it does. It always helps to dribble in so much, putting an engine on someone, I find.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when they've got a bit of a lower balance, like we said, with Rashford. But best links, he's in the Prem and he's English, guys. Come on, use your imagination. I have put down Bruno, though, because I just think he just links up teams perfectly.
Yeah.
He's a dream. I really love him. I put Tellez.
Yeah.
I've used Shaw. Robbie liked him, but I didn't.
Shaw, yeah.
He didn't really. I don't know. He just didn't feel quite right for me.
Yeah.
And then another one is Foden.
I was going to say Foden, yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
And a lot of people have really enjoyed him. He's got a brilliant card himself. I think if you're using like 4-2-2, Foden at Cam and then Rashford and another Prem striker at strike. Believe that, a striker at striker. Yeah, another Prem striker, you'd be laughing. So, altogether, guys, once again, it's similar to Bruno. If you've got the coins, you're looking for a striker or even, an expensive winger. Marcus Rashford is your man. He is unbelievable. Really, really good card. Can't say enough good things about him.
It is actually crazy how cheap he is. Being Rashford, being English in the Prem is crazy.
He usually gets a lot of hype, doesn't he? And then I feel like this year he's not gone under the radar. He's still over, he's still 90k at the start of the game, which is quite a bit. But I feel like it's easy to have 90k at this point.
Yeah, he was 200k at the start last year.
Yeah, and honestly,
November.
I'd say he's just as good. Please give him a go.
Yeah.
If you like this video, guys, drop a like, drop a sub down below. We're almost at 1.1. We've got plenty more reviews coming. It's actually scary how many we've got.
Thick and fast, they're coming at you.
Oh, absolutely. Just like Robbie himself when he sees a good pack.
Yeah,
so,
not very often.
Yeah. With that being said, I've been Jack.
I've been Robbie.
We've been Backpage Gaming. We'll see you in the next one.
See you later.